Alrighty, howdy neighbors and welcome back to Under Maintenance. Last time we started on the bartender story, whose name was apparently Luka. Anyway, we continue. It's been a couple days since my first date with Luka. We've both been buried under a mountain of work and responsibilities, but we text each other consistently, like a couple of lovesick teenagers, in addition to some smaller, shorter interactions. One morning during the week, after his long shift at the bar, knowing that I had an early shift, and I'm really bad at feeding myself in the morning. I've never been a morning person. He was showed up at my door with a cup of coffee and a homemade breakfast sandwich. He was right. He does make a mean breakfast sandwich. I wish I liked breakfast foods. Breakfast sandwiches sound great. I'm getting ready to leave for work this afternoon when I feel my phone vibrate in my pocket. Hey there. Hello. What are you doing right now? Right now? Well, I'm about to leave for work. Oh, leave work, sorry. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? Let's start with what you're wearing. Wearing t-shirt, jeans, and a cardigan. The usual. Boxer briefs, commando. Haha, not telling. I guess we'll just have to find out yourself, if you want to hang out later. Don't threaten me with a good time. Never a threat, only a promise. Noted. Your turn. White button down, black trousers, and before you even ask, yes, I have underwear on. Not telling. Turn my answers against me, I see. So, why'd you text me just to find out what I'm wearing? Which I'm not mad at. I keep that in mind. Answer your question. I want to ask if you want to meet me at the studio and grab a bite after. I think I can make time for you. Well, I'd be honored to be in your presence. What time do you want me to be there? I should be done with my last student in an hour. See you in an hour then. As much as I was looking forward to a quiet evening with my 2D boyfriends in my rattiest sweatpants and zit patches, I'm excited I'll get to see him again so soon. My phone lights up with another message from Luka. He sent me the studio's address. I glanced at my watch and decided to get some coffee to kill time. The music studio is an old building next to the high school. It's way past the last bell, so the grounds are fairly empty except for a couple of teens kicking around a soccer ball. I really can't imagine 15-year-old Luka with his glasses chasing around a soccer ball. I make my way to the building, and I can hear a cacophony of music being played on multiple instruments. Must be band practice. The studio is actually one building split into multiple rooms. Each room is filled with students practicing various musical instruments. After some light lurking, I finally find the studio where Luka is in. It's at the furthest end of the building, away from the din of band practice. I take a peek through the dirty window to see Luka sitting next to a little boy. He's showing him how to properly place his hands on the piano. His clear blue eyes seem so gentle, and his smile is so soft that I can't help but smile. He's such a good teacher. A voice that is coming from behind me startles me. I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. The speaker is a woman, but the same age as me. She also looks like she just got off work. Yeah, looks like it. He's been taking lessons from Luka the last couple of months, and has said nothing but great things about him. Before I can respond, the woman continues. Luka's so patient with him. She seems nice. We stand there side by side for a moment. She seems intent on taking in Luka and the little boy. I feel like I'm intruding. She's so invested in her son. It's lovely. As I contemplate walking away, she speaks up again, seemingly to no one. It's hard to believe he's single, honestly. Mayday, mayday. Sorry, you're waiting for someone. Yeah, I'm waiting for Luka. Oh. Or his girlfriend. Not yet. Oh, good to know. Just don't even. Is that relief that I detect? I look at the way this woman is observing Luka through the dirty glass window. It's a look of admiration and longing. Hiking away slowly, I spot a bench a bit further down from the studio door, to give ourselves some distance. She looks deep in thought. About 15 minutes later, I hear a door open and a little boy sitting with Luka comes running out into the woman's arms. Luka, thank you so much for these lessons. He really enjoys them. That's my pleasure. Plus, he's a natural. Luka, when are you coming over to hang out again? You promised. Yeah, Luka. The dinner offer still stands. As long as you're okay with takeout. Is she asking him out?
Yeah.
You know, with our work schedule being what it is, it's rare that I have a night to myself. We're always down for a picnic on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, too. Sounds good. This weekend? I appreciate persistence. I'll let you know. The rest of the woman reluctantly leave with the little boy, and Luka finally notices me.
Hello, stranger.
Hi. He grabs my hand and pulls me to stand, which makes me lose my balance, falling right into a solid chest. Today he smells like a mix of sandalwood and vanilla. It's intoxicating.
You could have saved me back there, you know.
And risk getting mobbed by a member of your fan club. I think not. She's harmless, you know. Yeah, she's nice. She was highly complimentary of you. She said you were very nurturing. I really enjoy teaching. Plus, her little boy is really talented. Oh, I thought that was her son. No, her parents passed away a while back. So she's raising her little brother alone. That lady has a backbone made of steel. You seem to admire her, too. I do admire her. I mean, I was raised by a single mother. So, I have an idea of how hard that shit is. So, why not take her up on dinner?
I never want to give someone the wrong idea. I made that mistake once with her. I went over for dinner, and let's just say it got a little uncomfortable towards the end.
Oh, how so?
You're not going to drop this, are you?
I will if you want me to.
Aren't you even slightly jealous?
Jealous? For what? You're here with me. Fine, I'll tell you.
We both had a little too much to drink with dinner. Her little brother went to bed, and we started making out for a bit.
Uh-oh.
But I knew she wanted something I wasn't prepared to give her.
So I got out of there, and since then she's been trying to get me to hang out again. I sit there, searching his blue eyes for the truth. The Luka that I've been around for the last couple of days doesn't seem to be the feck boy type. He's always so sweet with everyone. Well, except to that guy Mark. I think his kindness, plus how handsome he is, gets misunderstood for something else. Overly smooth and unrelenting sweet does not a feck boy make. The guy sitting next to me seems really remorseful about what happened with that woman. Just my fingers through his soft nest of hair, startling him.
Oh.
You're so popular with the ladies. What am I gonna do with you? He reaches over and caresses my cheek with his calloused thumb. Those blue eyes twinkle like stars in the night sky.
You can hang out with me tonight.
Well, I was promised dinner. That's why I'm here. Alright. Is that the only reason why you're here? Dinner? I'm hungry. Okay, let me grab my stuff. Be right back. Watch the silhouette disappear into the little studio. Am I prepared to give Luka what he may want from me? I wasn't looking for a relationship, really. But he's kind of undeniable, isn't he? I get home and toss my keys on the kitchen counter. I catch my reflection in the mirror, and I look flushed. Flushed and happy. It's a good kisser. A very good kisser. I pull out my phone and immediately open the messaging app. Remember when I said Luka's popular with the ladies? Yeah? I met another one of his admirers. Well, that's unfair to the previous one I met, because they were good friends. But this one today... Elaborate, please. She's actually nice. A little intense, but nice. I find it cute how we struggle to talk with her. Iris, you're a sadist. Hey now. It wasn't painful, just awkward. Well, how do you feel about it? Is he into her? I don't think so. Well, what does your gut tell you? I'm not sure. But what I am sure about is that I love spending time with him. Just keep me posted. Of course. I have another date tonight, so I gotta go. Stay safe. You too, babe. Look at Chapter 5. A few days later, I meet Luka at the bar on my way home from work. He's not bartending. It looks like he's in the middle of bookkeeping hell.
You seem to be in a good mood. Are you that happy to see me?
Perhaps, but that's not why.
Care to share the good news?
Well, you asked what I wanted to do with my life a while back. And I started wondering what would make me happy. So I casually looked into some photography apprenticeships. And I may have applied for one. Or 2. Or 6. What? That's awesome. Have you heard back? I literally just applied, so not yet. Soon, hopefully. You know, I have you to thank for this. For what? I watched you teaching the other day. You had the most blissful look on your face. You just seemed so happy. I don't remember the last time I was ever that happy. I figured, if not now, when?
I'm proud of you, taking a chance on yourself.
How about you?
What do you mean?
You know what I'm talking about.
I haven't decided yet.
Tell me, do you enjoy teaching?
I didn't think I would, but I've really come to enjoy it. Working with kids can be challenging, but watching them learn has been really fun.
You seem like a natural at it.
Oh, was someone watching?
Yes, guilty as charged.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, being a teacher is a noble profession. I know, I thought about it. Hey, whatever you decide. I'm sure you thought it through. I will have thought it, though, over and over and over again. I get it. It's a big decision. Is he telling you about the great audition that he hasn't decided on yet? From behind us, I can hear a voice of an older lady. Mom, don't start. Luka and his mom shared the same bright sapphire blue eyes and light-colored hair. I was instantly nervous. I was not expecting to meet Mom just yet. I feel my hand get clammy. Luka, you're far too talented to be a part-time bartender moonlighting as a piano teacher. I told you I'll be okay. I have help. I know you do. But I can also stay and help. I'm not an invalid, Luka. I took care of this bar and raised you by myself. I think I can run a bar just fine without you. All your life, because it's been the one thing where you've found solace. And you are so incredibly gifted. Do not make me your reason to stay. When the truth is, you're scared. And don't give me this shit about how you think you're not good enough. We both know. Like the people who gave you a full scholarship to a top-rated school conservatory know how good you are. Now I'm caught in the middle of the crossfire and could not get up and leave. Why? Because that's just awkward, and I'm trying not to attract attention. I sit as still as I can, staring intently at the ice slowly melting in my drink. And then I feel a warm hand on my shoulder. Mom, let's not be rude to my guest. Apologies. But this kid is going to put me in an early grave. Mom, this is Iris, my... future wife. Wait, what? Oh. hear what just happened. Okay? Let's try that again. Friend. Skippy at Luka, and his face flinches for a second before he returns to normal. There's something wrong. Lovely to meet you. Oh, what do you think? About what? About this boy and what he should do. Mom, you don't have to drag other people into this. Plus, I really don't want to leave you. Why? You're not getting any younger, and running this business is a lot. I've been telling you to retire since I moved back. They call me old boy. No, Mom, I wasn't. Retire and do what exactly? Knit? Crochet? Play Sudoku obsessively? Oh, I love Sudoku. Do I look like someone who could sit still long enough and do that? She is one feisty lady. I'm obsessed with her. She fixes her sharp and bright blue eyes on me, waiting for my answer. I wasn't really sure what to say. I decided to go with my gut. Maybe staying here and being a piano teacher is exactly what he needs to do. Stay close to you in case something happens. I don't really believe that, but who am I to tell him what to do? Plus, if he stays, then maybe we can spend more time together. Luka's mom does not look pleased with that answer, and honestly, neither does Luka. As the evening, Luka feels cold and distant. That is one of the most awkward nights of my entire life. Men. So, you and Luka. Not a thing. I don't believe it. He dumped me on the spot. In front of his mom. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to drive up there and kick his ass. Because I will. Nope, I'm done. Besides, I got a call back from one of the studios I applied to. Thanks for the offer, though. That's what best friends are for. But I'm happy. Oh, but enough of him. I'm so happy for you. I've always told you how great your work is. I can't wait to get my invite to your exhibit. Of course. Well, I have to get into one first, but I can definitely do it. A couple months later. I walk out of my new apartment on a beautiful day. The blue sky is clear of clouds and the sun is shining bright. I shrug my camera bag on my shoulder, make my way to the photography studio. I've been given the opportunity to be part of a joint art show, and today I'm going to choose a couple pieces to print. Sunny days like this remind me of the day Luka and I sat on the park bench, talking about the future and getting ice cream for dinner. There have been moments of weakness when I looked at my phone, tempted to text him or call him, to see how he's doing. I wonder if he ever went to the audition. Elsewhere. Dude, last call. Yeah, I heard it the first time. What's up with you? What do you mean nothing is up? I've been moping around the bar since that girl stopped coming around. Did you even try to call her? No, I think she moved away. I can't believe you were so terrible that you drove her out of town. Drop it. I have inventory to do. I can't do it if you're still sitting here. You wanna go to an after hours? There's some pretty campus girls there. Aren't you a little too old for campus girls? Come on, dude. It's time to let go. You chose to stay here and not call her. And clearly she hasn't called you either. How about easing that broken heart with some honeys? Luka looks at Mark and wonders to himself if his life took a turn for the worst. His initial intention was to stay and help take care of the bar. Maybe his mom was right. It was never about helping her. It was always about him and his crippling insecurities. And now, instead of being in a studio surrounded by talented musicians and creative minds crafting the next masterpiece, he was here in his family's bar, talking to the local drunk, practically the same age as him, no less, who was wanting to go and hit up college-age girls. As for the alternative to hanging out with Mark, Luka takes a look at his phone, where there are several messages from the women whose little brother he has given piano lessons to. He sighs inwardly, trying to come up with yet another reason to not see her. He had caved, and now he finds himself exactly where he didn't want to be, stuck in a relationship that he can't seem to find his way out of. Does he feel bad? Of course. He never thought himself as the type to leave somebody on. But he did. He was weak and he was lonely, and she wouldn't take no for an answer. Luka sends Mark away and pours himself a stiff drink, sitting in the cool, empty darkness of the bar. The place where he grew up, playing the old stand-up piano in the corner, where he dreamt of being the next Hans Zimmer. What a joke. He mutters under his breath. He isn't old and he isn't dead, but Luka can't help but wonder if his time had passed. He missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime, missed out on the girl of his dreams, for fear of failure, all because he was too scared to try. He watches silently as his phone blows up with more texts, and even a call. None of them are from the one person he wishes to hear from the most. Happiness is a fickle thing, isn't it? Why am I so bad? Why do I suck so bad? Okay. To be determined. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? I take a peek at Luka, who starts laughing. I could have said it better myself. It's lovely to meet you. What do you think? Alright. I'm gonna resave. Just back off. I agree with you. He's talented, and staying here would be such a waste of a gift. Some people would kill to have his talent, but it's not to squander it. Luka's mom beams at me, but the man in question just gives me a look I can't quite register. If she tries to leave, she may also wish to thank you to me. Sorry about that. For what?
She just dragged you into that.
Please let me have a good end with this man. She's just passionate. I get it.
Yeah, she sure is.
That night, our parting was awkward. I felt like I had done or said something wrong, but I knew asking would net me nothing. Days and weeks passed and I never heard from him. I kept hoping that I accidentally run into him in our building, but that never happened. I'm certainly not going to be a stalker and walk past his bar. Not that I haven't thought about it. Meanwhile, I was trying to decide what to do about that apprenticeship callback. I get a note from a job recruiter. It's not my dream job, but it is a pay raise and a senior title at a national company with regular business hours. I'm so excited to get my weekends back. A couple months later. It's a damp Friday night and I have nothing better to do. There's an independent movie that had been getting great reviews, and I thought I'd take myself out on a date. The movie's perfectly fine, but the music is even better. The end credits begin to roll. I hear a melody that feels all too familiar to me. I tried to place it, but was at a loss. I wait to see who the composer is, mostly to confirm my suspicions. But a part of me already knows. The melody is part of the song I heard at the Paris store all those months ago. He did it. He actually did it. What the fuck? Why am I so bad at this? What did I do wrong?
Thanks. I appreciate it.
What do you really want to do?
Using my words against me, I see.
Hey, whatever you decide. She thought it through. I'm just gonna do this. Oh. I got a new choice. Fuck you. I think he has to live his life the way he sees fit. The only thing that I hope is that he doesn't make his decisions based on his fear of failure. I live my life thus far, running from what I really want to do. All because I failed once, and I'm too afraid to fail again. Maybe I should start following my own advice. Luka's mom seems deep in thought at that moment, and I'm convinced she's about to show me off. As she opens her mouth, I brace for impact. but instead she looks at me and smiles. Those are wise words. Her voice had softens a bit as she turned to Luka. Whatever you choose to do, I support and love you exactly the same. Just promise me, you won't get in your own way. She pats Luka's back as she turns to leave, but before she gets far, she smiles at me and says thank you. I don't know what for. I feel as if I should be thanking her. Wow, I should have introduced you to her sooner. She hasn't stopped bothering me about the audition since I told her about it. She means well. Before I can answer, I hear someone call Luka's name. Of course, it's a woman's voice. Luka, I thought you were going to call me after last time.
Did I?
Yeah, remember? You put me in a cab and sent me home, but told me you would call.
Oh, now I remember. You were the really drunk girl from last week. I told you I would call you because you wouldn't get in the cab until I said yes. I don't have your number. And sorry, I don't even know your name.
Ouch. Luka's complexion goes bright red. Within seconds, she regains her composure. She grabs a clean bar napkin and fishes a pen from her purse. After scribbling what I think is her name and number, she pushes it over to Luka. Well, now you have it. I'll look forward to your call. Shit. I wish I had balls like that. The girl stumps out of the bar, leaving Luka and I dumbfounded. It is truly never dull hanging out with you.
Yeah, I guess not.
Picks up the napkin and pretends to intently analyze it.
But what do you think I should do with this?
I mean, it's totally up to you. I cup his chiseled jaw in my hands and gently turn his head to face me. He goes nothing. Then again, I kiss him. Maybe we'll get the message this way. Pull away, meeting his curiously luminous eyes. So, what do you want to do with it? Absolutely nothing. He puts the napkin in his hand. Before he could chuck it, a hand comes out of nowhere to snatch it from him. It's Mark, the redhead I met the first night I met Luka. Don't be wasteful. I'll call her. That's weird, but okay. Hey, some of us aren't as lucky as you are, dude. Luka turns to look at me and smiles.
You're right. I'm pretty lucky, aren't I?
I mean, third time's the charm, baby. I got a heart. I win. Fuck you. Why did it take so long? Why did it fail so many times? So, you and Luka. We both have to work on ourselves, but we're taking it day by day, together. I decided to go for the audition out west. And if I'm accepted to an apprenticeship program, I will too. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to visit you out there and finally meet Luka. A couple months later. I'm just leaving the photo studio when my phone starts beeping. What you doing? Hey, I'm leaving work. You? Watching my girlfriend leave work. Okay, creep. I look around and there he is. His bag slung over his shoulder. Light hair mused from the blowing wind. Red blue eyes sparkling with the sun. The slender frame leaning against the wall of the studio I just walked out of. Bouquet of yellow tulips in his hand. This man. Hey, I thought you were going to be at the studio all night long. They cancelled. Your driver got sick and we can't find a replacement. So I'm all yours tonight. Lucky me.
I would have to agree. So, my place or yours?
Excuse me, sir. What happened to wooing a girl before you bet her? Luka laughs and pulls me close. Nuzzling my ear, he whispers.
I can woo you properly at home. I can woo you so well, you'll forget how to breathe.
I hate it. I hate it. Ugh. We're in public. I have my arms around his neck and peck his cheek. Promise? Promise. I'm so scared for this CG. Oh, Jesus. I'm so scared for this CG. No. Oh no! Luka lays next to me, his gold chain against his bare chest, rhythmically rising and falling with his breathing. Okay, it's okay. His long lashes aflutter. What am I dreaming about? I smile at the side where my stomach has other priorities, emitting a low growl. My clothes. Get up slowly, pick up his rumpled t-shirt off the floor, and tiptoe out of the room. T-shirt is long enough to be slightly modest. That's all I have to do, because my stomach is not about to wait for me to find pants. So hungry, I hope this boy has some food in his fridge. Of course, upon inspection, I find that he has nothing but wine left over takeout and green juice. Green juice again. He does understand that green juice is not a meal, right? I go from the empty cupboard to another, at last. Oh, thank heavenly love, there's at least coffee. While the coffee's brewing, I marvel at this new life. I took the leap with a small savings I had and accepted a photography apprenticeship out west. Luka had already moved out here and started working when I finally arrived. We debated on living together and decided against it. We wanted to focus on our own thing. Plus, we haven't been together for very long to make that big of a commitment. Lots of happy thoughts. I feel someone's arms wrap around my waist, startling me. His warm breath fans across the nape of my neck. With a sleep-drenched voice, he says, "You left me. Because I was hungry, but you have nothing to eat here. Sorry about that. Hey, is that my shirt?" It is. Sorry, I didn't know where my shirt landed last night. Don't be sorry. I look cute in it. In fact, I wish you could move in with me. I can see in my clothes more often. Luka, we talked about this. I know. I just miss you when you're not here. He starts peppering kisses on my neck, and I feel myself melting into his embrace. I turn around to face him, wrap my arms around his neck, running my fingers through the soft nest of light hair. I bet you do. Sounds like you don't believe me. I could say that's not convincing. He smirks and I feel his hands on my back make their way under the shirt. His warm palms caress the small of my back, and I get on my tiptoes to kiss him. He presses his lips against mine. I sigh happily. Spurred by a blissful exhale, he pries his lips open. Nope. So then make our way back to the bedroom. The wall are... Nope. Wait, what about breakfast? Nope. With that Cheshire Cat grin of his, he leans back to kiss me while tugging on the t-shirt I had on. What's that? Nope. Good end! Yay! I did it finally! Why was that one so hard for me to do? Alright, last but not least, we'll have this fool. Which I don't want to date. But, I mean, we could try. So, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you later.